The dust stretches wide under a sky gone gray, a cracked land where the wind moans low and the shadows claw long. And there stands a child, small, ragged, eyes hollow with a fear that gnaws deep. Their world a tangle of thorns and ruin, dreams crumbling, kin fading, the weight of it all pressing them down to the dirt, a soul teetering on the edge of breaking. But then it comes, a voice soft as a flame's flicker, yet hard as stone, cutting through the dusk. My beloved child, all will be fine. A whisper that splits the silence, a promise that burns the dark, the divine leaning close, unseen but fierce, a presence you can feel in your bones, speaking straight to the heart of the lost. This ain't no gentle tale, folks. This is the voice of the flame, a story raw and real, 5 chapters of a child's fight through despair, lifted by a divine vow that won't bend. Trust me, pray, stand fast, you're not alone. It's a journey from dust to glory, fear to fire, a call to faith that'll shake you, a love that'll hold you, a mercy that'll remake you. Better days are coming, the voice swears, and we're walking every step, through storms, through trials, to a dawn that blazes bright. Hit subscribe, stick with me, because this ain't just a story. It's a reckoning, a flame for your own dark, and it starts right now. The wind keened low over the broken land, a stretch of dust and jagged stone where the sun bled red at the horizon, and the child stood there, frail against the sprawl, their coat tattered, their shoes worn thin, dust crusting their knuckles, eyes sunk deep with a worry that gnawed like a beast. The days piling heavy, a litany of fears, hunger creeping, voices fading, the world tilting wrong, and the silence stretched taut, a thread ready to snap, their breath shallow, their hands clenched tight, the weight of it all bending them low, a soul fraying at the seams, lost in a wilderness of doubt. And then the voice came, soft as an ember's glow, yet firm as iron. My beloved child, hear me now. All will be fine. The night won't swallow you. The storm won't claim you. The words piercing the dusk, a warmth curling through the chill, the divine figure unseen but near, a presence thick in the air, a hand brushing the heart, a whisper stitching the quiet, and the child's head jerked up, their pulse quickening, the voice rolling on. I see you, every tear you've shed, every burden you've hauled alone, the nights you've trembled, the questions you've choked on. I know them all. I've not turned my face. I've not stepped away. The tone a river, steady and deep, washing the dust, the divine gaze cutting through the child's shroud, seeing the cracks, the bruises, the fears stacked like stones, and still it spoke. Trust me, lean hard into my guidance, for I've laid your road, I've sparked your flame. Your worries ain't yours to carry no more. The air humming with it, the ground trembling faint, a promise forged in fire, the child's fingers loosening, their breath catching, the voice pressing close. Release them, let them fall, those chains you've dragged. I'll take them, I'll break them. And the dust stirred, a wind lifting soft, the divine assurance a rock rising underfoot. I've charted your steps, child, through this waste, through this dark. I'm your guide, your shield, your light unquenched. The words a balm, a call to faith striking sharp, a spark flaring in the gloom. The child's eyes searching the emptiness, their chest heaving, the voice a lifeline taut and sure. You're mine, beloved, marked by me. Better days are rising, hold fast, I'm here. And the voice lingered, a flame kindled small but fierce. The child's hands opening slow, their shoulders easing, the weight slipping, not gone but lighter, the divine whisper a tether through the waist. I've not left you, I won't. Trust me now. Let go. The path's ahead. And the wilderness seemed less vast, the dust less choking, the red sun a promise, not a wound. The child standing still, their breath steadying, the voice aglow no wind could snuff. All will be fine, my child. I'm with you, always. And the chapter fades with that whisper holding, A spark struck true, the journey breaking open, the divine presence a flame in the dusk, the child's fears a shadow shrinking, the dust a canvas waiting, the road unfolding faint but real, the voice a rock to lean on, a fire to follow. Release it, trust me. Better's coming, you're not alone. And the child took a step, small, unsure but forward, the flame flickering bright, the divine promise a weight no storm could shift, the tale of dust and hope just begun. The rain slashed hard across the hollow land, a gray curtain drumming the earth where the child crouched, their knees sinking into the mire, the cold seeping through their threadbare coat, struggles gnashing, relentless, a roof leaking, coins slipping through fingers, voices of kin grown faint with distance, the world a millstone grinding slow, wearing their spirit thin, their breath a rasp, their eyes darting through the downpour, and the voice broke through, steady as a flame in the wet. My beloved child, don't buckle here. Pray, lift your soul, let faith be your spine. The words cutting sharp, a heat no rain could douse, the divine figure looming close, unseen but a pulse in the storm. I've given you prayer, a rope to haul you free, a spark to burn the dark. Take it, trust it. And the child's hands trembled, their lips parting slow, a murmur rising against the deluge. Hold me up, carry me through. The plea raw and jagged, the voice answering swift. I hear you, I'm your strength. Those burdens ain't yours to shoulder alone no more. The air shifting, a warmth threading through the chill, the divine promise a weight pressing down. Look to your blood, your kin, family's your root, your spirit's breath. Anchor there, build there. And the child's mind turned, faces flickering, mother's hands kneading dough, father's grunt at dawn, the old hymns hummed soft by a sister's voice, a cord pulling tight, the voice weaving on. Faith ain't a whisper, it's a rock. Stand on it, pray through this flood, I'll bear what you can't. The rain thinning, the mud less bitter, the child's chest easing, a peace stealing in, frail but growing, the divine strength a current under their skin, the struggles still clawing but less heavy, the voice of flame flaring bright. I'm with you, child, always. Rest here. You're not forsaken. And the child's hands steadied, their breath deepening, the prayer a thread stitching the storm, the family a harbor in the mind's eye, the spiritual life a coal glowing faint, the voice pressing close. Prayer's your power, faith your shield. I've got you, I'll lift you. The wind softening, the gray sky cracking faint with light, the child rising slow, their knees trembling less, the divine assurance a tide beneath their bones. Your kin's near, your spirit's alive. Cling to them, pray to me, I'm your rock. And the rain eased to a drizzle, the mire less deep, the child's eyes lifting, the struggles a shadow edged with hope, the voice of fire burning sure. Better's coming, hold fast, I'm here, you're mine. And the chapter fades with the child standing, their coat dripping, their hands open, the prayer a lifeline pulsing strong, the family a root sinking deep, the spiritual life a spark catching flame, the divine strength a shield forged fresh, the voice aglow no storm could quench. Rest now, pray always, I'll carry you through. And the child took a breath, the weight slipping further, the rain a murmur, the path ahead glinting wet but firm, the divine promise a rock unyielding, the dust beneath stirring faint with life, the flame holding steady, the journey bending toward light. The dusk fell thick over a field of thorns, the sky a bruise of gray and violet, the child staggering through the tangle, their feet torn, blood streaking their shins, their breath a ragged sob, trials biting deep, fever burning a sister's brow, work crumbling to dust, dreams curling black like ash, the world a fist clenched tight, and the voice flared through the gloom, a flame against the creeping dark. My beloved, I've not lost you. Blessings rise, transformations close. The words a heat piercing the thorns, the divine figure bending near, their presence aglow no shadow could snuff. I see your stagger, your weariness. I'll shift it, I'll make it whole. And the child's eyes stung, tears carving lines through the grime, their hands clutching air, the voice rolling firm. Stand steady, don't break, my mercy's your stream. It runs to men, to raise, the air quivering with it, a promise thick as marrow. Love's your root, child, my love. It's the fire, the hold, the might you don't grasp. And the child felt it, a pulse thudding deep, a warmth no thorn could bleed out, the divine mercy a flood washing the cuts, the voice threading on. You're mine, carved by love, not by hurt. I'll bless the fracture, I'll heal the rip. Trust me in this. The thorns dulling, the dusk less heavy, the child's breath hitching, a change stirring slow, the trials still jagged but rimmed with light, the voice of flame burning fierce. I'm your renewal, your dawn. Better days climb, cling to me. And the child's knees steadied, their hands easing open, mercy a current beneath their skin, love a wall around their chest, transformation a murmur growing bold, the voice pressing close. I've got you, I'll turn this. I'm the love that won't fade, the mercy that won't dry, the sky softening, a streak of gold breaking through, the child's head lifting, the fever's heat less cruel, the work's ruin less final, the dreams less charred, the voice of fire blazing sure. Stand fast, child, my blessings flow, hope's yours, take it. And the field seemed less wild, the thorns less eager, the child's stride firming, their tears drying, the divine promise a rock unshaken. You're not lost, you're found, I'll make you new, I'll lift you high. And the chapter closes with the child pausing, their shadow stretching long, mercy a river running clean, love a shield forged tight, transformation a whisper swelling loud, the voice of flame no dusk could dim. Better's near, my child, I'm here always. And the child stood taller, their chest rising full, the trials a weight easing, the dust beneath their feet blooming faint with green, the divine assurance a tide no thorn could stem. Love holds you, mercy remakes you. Trust me, stand. And the child's eyes traced the gold in the sky, hope a spark catching, the voice of fire burning bright, the path ahead glinting with promise, the flame a guide unwavering, the journey bending toward renewal. The dawn crept slow over a rutted plain, the sun a thin blade slicing the haze, the child trudging a path worn deep, their shadow flickering small, their coat patched and frayed, dreams a ember buried under ash, the world a snarl of jeers and stone, voices mocking low, too weak, too lost, too small, and the voice cut through, a flame flaring sharp in the mist. My beloved child, know your name. You're mine, shaped for light, not for dust. The words a spark striking iron, the divine figure looming close, their presence a heat no cold could quench. Take it, your truth, your heart, chase what I've sown in you. And the child's chin lifted, their eyes scouring the gray, the voice pressing hard. Dreams ain't dead, they're waiting. I've carved your mark, I've lit your torch. The air thrumming with it, a call to stand. You're not alone, never. I'm your step, your shadow, your strength through the barbs. The divine promise awaits steadying the sway, a hand bracing the falter. Challenges rise, they'll tear. But hold, I'm with you, guiding, guarding. And the child felt it, a rhythm quickening, a fire stirring deep, the voice of flame burning bold. I've not left you, I won't. Your road's mine, your fight's mine. Better days break ahead, the ruts shallowing, the jeers fading thin, the child's stride stretching, their hands steadying, the divine presence august at their back, a whisper in their skull. You're called, child, claimed. Step sure, dream fierce, I'm here. And the plain seemed less bleak, the stones less cruel, the child's breath deepening, identity a cloak settling firm. dreams a coal flaring bright, the voice threading on. They'll mock, they'll shove. Stand anyway, I've got your flank. I've lit your way. The sun climbing higher, the haze thinning, the child's shadow growing long, the divine assurance a rock unbudging. You're mine, marked for more. Push on, I'm your guide, your fire. And the jeers fell flat, the path glinting faint, the child's chest swelling, their hands unclenching, the voice of flame roaring clear. Better's coming, hold fast, I'm with you, always. And the chapter fades with the child moving forward, their steps sure, their shadow bold, identity a mantle pulled tight, dreams ablaze catching wind, the divine companionship a tide no rut could stall. Step out, child, you're not alone. Pursue it, I'm here. And the plain stretched wide, the sun aglow, the child's eyes fixed ahead, the voice of fire no mist could smother. You're called, you're mine, go bold, I've got you. And the child walked on, their stride lengthening, the jeers a murmur lost, the path a thread unbreaking, the divine presence a flame steady and fierce, the dust trembling under their heels, the journey bending toward light. The night draped heavy over a crossroads of stone and scrub, stars faint through a shroud of cloud. The child standing there, their coat whipping in the wind, their hands scarred, their eyes tracing the split paths, trials rearing fierce and final. Loss a blade in the gut, a brother's voice gone silent, fear a howl in the dark. The world a maw snapping shut, and the voice broke through, a flame slashing the black. My beloved child, hope stands. Tomorrow's mine, yours, a sun of joy, a crown of triumph. The words ablaze no shadow could choke. The divine figure pressing close, their presence a light no storm could snuff. Better days rise, I've sworn it, I've vowed. Trust me, hold firm. And the child's chest heaved, their gaze lifting, the voice rolling strong. Faith's your root, love your steel, wield them, face this, I've got your back. The air thrumming with it, a promise forged tight. I'll never leave, never. I'm your strength, your song, your shield forever. The divine assurance a tide lifting the broken, the trials shrinking small, the voice weaving fierce. Shine now, child, a torch. Others stumble, others watch. Show them my fire, my mercy. And the child felt it, a blaze rising, hope a flood, love a spear, the stars piercing clear, the paths glowing faint, the voice of flame roaring loud. You're not alone, you've won. I've remade you, crowned you, the dust's past, glory's ahead. The crossroads blurring, the child stepping sure, their hands open, their heart aflame, the divine backing a rock unyielding, the loss a scar, the silence a hush, the future a shout. Stand fast, shine bright, I'm here. And the wind softened, the scrub trembling faint, the child's stride lengthening, their shadow stretching tall, hope a banner unfurling, love a crown settling firm, the voice pressing on. I've promised you joy, I've promised you victory. Better's breaking, trust me through. The clouds parting, a sliver of moon glinting, the child's breath steadying, the trials ash in the wind, the voice of fire burning boundless. You're mine, child, marked for light. Lift your head, shine for me, I'm with you. And the paths converged, the stone less cold, the child's eyes blazing, the divine promise a weight no night could crush. I've got you, I'll lift you. Better days dawn, hold to me. And the scrub bloomed faint, the stars flared bright, the child standing tall, their hands steady, the voice of flame no dark could touch. You've faced it, you've stood, I'm your guide, your strength, your song eternal. The fear a whisper fading, the loss a shadow thinning, the child's chest swelling, the divine presence a tide no crossroad could stall. Shine, child, show them. Better's here, I'm here. And the night lifted, the dawn creeping gold, the child moving forward, their shadow bold, hope ablaze roaring high, Love a shield forged sure. The voice threading on. You're not alone, never. Step bold, I've crowned you. The dust's done. The stone path firming, the scrub greening faint. The child strides sure, their eyes fixed ahead, the divine assurance a rock unshaken. Victory's yours, joy's yours. Trust me, shine. And the chapter closes with the child triumphant, their coat catching light, their hands open wide, the trials dust underfoot, the journey a flame embraced, the voice of fire ringing loud. I'm with you, always. Better days rise, you've won. And the dawn broke full, the stars fading gold, the child's shadow a tower, hope a song splitting the sky, love a crown no wind could tear, the divine presence a flame eternal, the dust blooming thick, the glory thundering clear. Stand, child, shine, I've got you forever. And the child walked on, their steps a drum, their heart ablaze, the paths one, the trials ash, the future a shout unbreaking, the voice a guide no storm could hush. You're mine, you're crowned, better's now, shine bright. And the scrub flared green, the stone path glowed, the child's eyes alight, the divine promise a tide lifting all, the flame a beacon no night could dim, the journey sealed, the victory sure.